so that you guys will be able to write these words in future tense, because this is the easiest one yet, and it uses one of our sight words. I'm going to write it up on the board, and I want you to raise your hand and tell me if you can read it. Raise your hand if you know what sight word this is. Daniel. Oh, I said raise your hand. What word is it, Daniel? Will. It's the word will. And guess what we're going to do with this sight word? We're going to take our verb. We're going to start with jump. And we're just going to add the word will in front of the word jump. Okay? Let me show you. Payson, can you sit down on your pockets, please? So I wrote the word will, and I'm going to write the word jump. Did I spell the word jump the same as it was on my paper?
Yeah.
Did I put a capital letter in it? Did I put a capital letter in the word jump? No, because it's all lowercase. It's just a word. It's not the beginning of a sentence. Can somebody raise their hand and tell me what these words say now? Katya, to read it, you have to be looking at the board. Raise your hand if you can read these words to me. Kellen, can you read these words?
Yeah. Will and jump.
Will jump. This describes that later, maybe today or tomorrow or next week, I am going to jump. So I want everyone to go back to their paper, and we're going to write the same thing. Will jump. Just one time. This one's really easy. We don't need to go through all those steps like we did with the past and present tense. Yes, Addie, do you have a question?
No, you don't have to sound out. Jump is right there.
I'm glad you do know how to write your first name without looking. Can you write will jump? You can write the word will. I want you to put your hands on your head if you have written the words will jump in the correct box. I see Carson is moving ahead of the class, and it makes me sad because we're all going through this together. Yes, Avery, what's your question? Oh, that would be if I was asking a question. Will you jump? Well, this is a statement. Will jump. And then you can add it into a sentence, like you did yesterday with the word vacate. So I can say, I will jump tomorrow. I will jump on my trampoline this weekend. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the word share. Now with all of our other, when we changed our words in the past and present tense, if there was an E at the end of the verb, we had to take it off. Well, this one's really easy. We don't have to take off any letters. All we have to say is will. Sit back down, please. And then rewrite the word share. Exactly how it's spelled over here. I want you to write the words will share. Luke, listen. Write the words will share in the correct box and hold your pencil in the air when you're done. Luke, are you done? So there's room on your table. Right, just right there, okay? Okay, I'm gonna wait for everybody's pencils to be in the air. Carson, I see that you're moving ahead again. Please stick with the class. Oh, I almost have everybody. we finished? Perfect. Okay, now, I know this one's really easy, so I think you're gonna be able to do this. Can you tell me the steps to write yell in the future tense? Raise your hand if you can tell me what to do. Kason, tell me what to do. Write will. Do I have a capital letter? No, you're right. Then what do I do? Raise your hand if you can tell me the next thing to do, Katya.
Right now.
Write the word yell. Do I spell it differently than I spelled it over here, Katya? No. I'm gonna write.
It's like it says you.
Okay. Can everybody write will yell in their box? And then put your hands on your head again when you're finished.
Oh, no, she got a big color.
Okay, I see that most of you are finished. Can somebody raise their hand and come up and change dance into the future tense for me? Kellen, come on up. Kellen, what are you gonna do first? Oh, I'm writing the word dance and adding ED. Give me a thumbs up if you think he's right. Give me a thumbs down if you think there's a problem. If I write the word dance and then add ED. Katya, you think there's a problem. What's the problem? So I'm not changing it into the past tense. I'm changing it into the future by adding will before it. Addie, you think that he's correct. Why do you think that he's correct?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Jameer, you think that he's correct by writing the word dance and then adding ED.
No. I think you're supposed to write you're supposed to write will first and then write. You're supposed to write after you write that and when you write dance you write will.
So I write will first and then dance is what you're saying?
Yes.
So you think he's incorrect too? Yes, Avery. You think he didn't know we were adding will? Okay. So Kellen, we are adding will before the word, just like we did on all of these. Can you write the word will and then the word dance like your classmates are saying? Yes, Dylan.
We only have 2 erasers, or 3 at the table.
Dylan, can you share your erasers?
Well,
Yes.
everybody's just using them.
You just need to ask a friend. That's a small problem that we solve on our own. Are we writing the word dance? Let's write the word dance. Jameer, thanks for being a good friend, but can you sit back down? We're not getting up from our seat right now. Can you give me a thumbs up if you think he wrote dance in the future tense correctly, and a thumbs down if you think there's a problem. I know I see a problem. Curtis, what's the problem you see? Please turn around. You're right, he started dance with a capital D, which we know there's not a capital letter in the middle of a word. Avery, do you see another problem or do you think it's correct now? You think it's correct? I think it's correct too. Thumbs up if you think it's correct now. Thumbs down if you still see a problem. Carson, your eyes should be on the board, not writing on your paper right now. Thanks, Kellen. Now can everybody write will dance on their paper? And I want your hands on your head when you're done. Helen, can you write it, sit down and write it on your paper, please? Oh, I see a few hands on their heads. I'm waiting for everyone. Dylan, did you write will dance on the paper?
I messed up so much that I had to erase it.
Okay, I almost have everyone with me now. Okay. Now we're on to the word walk. Can somebody raise their hand and actually I want you to turn to your table mates and tell them how to write walk in the future tense. Tell them the steps. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, yes, Claire. Oh, you're turning to Katya and you're talking to Katya. 1, eyes back on me. Can somebody raise their hand and tell me what they told their partner? How do we write walk in the future tense, Claire?
Will walk.
Will walk. Great job. Will walk. Okay, we're gonna do one more together as a group and then you're going to do them on your own. So make sure you know what the steps are. The next word is bake. I want you to turn to the person sitting across from you and tell them how to write this in the future tense. You have 5 seconds. Quick, quick, quick. Turn to Katya and tell her, Claire. Tell her here, Gianna. Okay, eyes back on me. Raise your hand if you can tell me how to write bake in the future tense, Danielle. Just sit down and tell me, don't worry.
Write bake and then write will, then write bake.
Write will first. I'm glad that you corrected yourself. Luke, can you sit back down, bud? We don't want to write bake first because then it will say bake will. We want it to say will bake. Okay, the next four you're going to do on your own. Give me a thumbs up if you think you can do this on your own and you don't need extra help. Give me a thumbs down if you think you need help. Thumbs down or thumbs up. If you gave me a thumbs down, can you come move to the teacher table and we'll work together on